Hi guys, my name is Aina. I'm a communications major student and today I'm going to talk about how I write my academic essays. I'd like to say that not everyone has the same method of writing, so if you're looking into improving your academic writing, I suggest watching to the end of this video, trying out my tips, and then figure out if it's the best for you or not. Now that I've got all of that cleared out, here are my 5 tips on how I write my academic essays. So the first tip is to start early. I know you've heard this multiple times from different people when they say, "Stop procrastinating." But hey, they're not wrong. But I gotta admit, sometimes I am not a perfect human being and I don't always follow this tip. Sometimes you can catch me cramming that 10-page paper with 7 sources all in one night at the library. And I gotta tell you, all those times that I procrastinated, I ended up getting a low grade on my papers. So it's probably best if you start really early on your paper. For me, starting about 1 week before the due date is good enough for me. But that also depends on the length of the paper, and it also depends on how heavy the paper will affect on your grade. So if you think that that grade is going to cost you a lot of points in your overall grade, I suggest starting really early then. So the majority of my classes this semester all include instructions on how my paper should be written. Some professors are very specific with what they want in each paragraph on your paper, while there are some others who are very free and open to whatever kind of topic that you want to write for your paper. So this brings to my second tip, which is to make sure that you read all of the instructions carefully. So you gotta make sure that you answer all of the questions that needed, and you gotta make sure that you've covered all of the concepts and ideas that's needed on the paper. So I look at the instructions many times as I'm writing the paper to make sure that I'm really answering what's being asked, and I make sure that I've got all the concepts down throughout my paper. Tip number 3 is to make sure that your idea is consistent throughout the whole essay. So when I first started writing papers, I had so many ideas cramming into one paper, and in the end, I ended up being all over the place, and it was hard for the reader to find out what my main argument was. So the easiest way to make your ideas coherent follows with tip number 4, which is outlining. The process of outlining has helped me a lot with my essays. And this tip also helps along with tip number 3 with having coherent ideas. Having an outline helps you structure out what you're gonna say throughout your paper and make sure that your paper flows well. And now here's my final tip, which is tip number 5, to check your resources on how to write an academic paper. There are many people out there who knows how to write an academic essay, and all you have to do is to find any of them and make them read your paper. For me, whenever I finish my paper early, I look for either any of my smart friends from class, or I even stop by the writing center at my university. I know that most universities have the resources to help you out with your academic paper because isn't that their job? So don't be afraid to look for a different pair of eyes to look at your paper and check out the errors that maybe you have missed. Writing academic papers can be difficult at times, but you have the right people to reach out to and you have good sources around you. I think that you're gonna end up doing well. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope these 5 tips are really helpful for you because they're really helpful for me throughout my years in university. I'm also planning to post a video every Saturday if possible, so if you have any ideas on what I should do next, please let me know on my social medias or let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, that's it. See you guys next time. Bye!